to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some...
A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable. And it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go. We're good.
We give to Allen out of the shotgun. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2 yards on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to him. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here we go.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Play action, Fields. Buying some time right. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Out, let's go. Here we go. Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. It's fielded at the 14. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be Dolphins football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Get set. Yep.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
They send a receiver in motion right. Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Completes this one to Hill. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, here's Tua. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Get set.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
Set.
Trying again following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Tua now from the gun. This finds Smith. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be Jets football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Right.
This is Allen on the give. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go, son.
2nd and 3 now.
Go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You could see it right off the snap. They got a really good read on where that was designed to go. Having that extra defensive back, that nickel coverage, so critical on that interception. Give that defensive coordinator some credit. Had the right plan, the right personnel. These guys on the field made the right play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Ready. Hut.
Out of the shotgun, a give to A-Chain. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Now, a great way for the offense to start the drive, Brock. A free 5 yards, and now a much shorter 1st down. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Ready, shot.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready, shot.
They'll stick with A-Chain. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Five.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Got his target. It's Hill. And they hit him right after he made that catch. That's going to deny him the first. It's 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
A certain variation of this play has really become synonymous with one team. And you know who I'm talking about, the tush push over there in Philly. But at its roots, this has been one of the offense's greatest plays long before Jalen Hurts and those Eagles put their own stamp on it. So simple to run, so tough to stop.
A-Chain, a 1st down carry. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Turbo wide.
From the 28. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
You know, that's one of those situations you want to get your back in space. Well, you accomplish that. Unfortunately, you don't make anything happen because you don't bring the ball in cleanly.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Ready. Out.
Blitz coming, Tua. Taken in by Smith. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Space past the 35. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short.
Yep. Tonight.
On the handoff, Allen. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Tonight.
First down throw for Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Tonight.
Up the middle, here goes Allen. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
That's right. Tonight.
Allen can't push it across. They make the stand, and looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Tonight. Tonight.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. That's no good. The veteran mishits one rather surprisingly, and they leave a point after on the table. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the... Take over at that spot. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Go ahead. Out!
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He just throws this one away. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
44. Ready. Set.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. This one's taken in by Hill. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Throwing on third, Tagovailoa. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Miami.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10 from the 41. Here's A-Chain running right. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up second and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Ready.
Here's Tua. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Quincy Williams has it. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed and someone was there to make a play on it.
What you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up first and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Now a give to Allen, running right. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Don't jump. Ready?
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Tonight.
Right back to Allen. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Hey, 10. Tonight.
From the 47. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go. Good. Right.
Now it's Fields. The screen pass falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And they're up against it. Fourth down coming up. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Now he starts from the 6. Has room down the left sideline. Hits the 20. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow the lead to 7. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. They have him back there because of what he can do with even the smallest sliver of daylight. And for my money, Brock, there aren't many plays more exciting than seeing a punt return for a touchdown.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? The playground back in the day, right? You're playing tag, and you just can't get to that guy. He's just making you miss. Whether it is, I don't know, Devin Hester, Dante Hall, the human joystick, or Cordero Patterson, those elite guys, you just can't bring them down.
On the return, here comes Davis. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Fields out of the gun. Throwing the out route complete. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. It's Kader Kohu up to make that play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Right.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. And it's the Jets looking at 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Good. Hey, clear. Right.
Here's Fields to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And 4th and 4 coming up. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Tyreek Hill deep for the Dolphins. And this is away. Wisely headed for the sideline to avoid that return. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And it's going to be 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Second and 10 now. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Completes this one to Hill. And he gets him around 6 there. Quincy Williams making the tackle. To the air yet again, Tagovailoa. That's caught, Devon Achane. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Yeah, ready.
Here's Tua again. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Fourth down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good, wide left. And this stays a 1-score, 8-point game.
Kid, I have no idea why I talk about banking so much with deposits and withdrawals. But let me tell you right there, that's a withdrawal of trust. Next time around, on a 4th and 1, probably going to see him go for it.
They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go, Scott. Go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Willie Gay there on the tackle. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go, Scott.
From the 37. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30.
No muss, no muss. Set.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's 2nd down coming up.
There. Here we go. Set.
Another throw for Fields. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Took his shot at 6 that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Here we go, Scott.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus from the left hash. This would be 43 yards. And the kick by Folk is good. And that gets them back within 5.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
They're right here. All right, fellas, listen up. Set.
Looking to throw. He lets one fly deep downfield. That's intercepted near the sideline. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jets are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our 2nd half. Returning in from the 16. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's out to the 38. Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Achane again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Get set.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again following the sack. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Go ahead.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Two and now from the gun. That's brought in by Westbrook-Akine. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Here we go, tonight.
This is Allen. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw, here's Fields. He's going deep this time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
11. Go, go. Ready? 11. Go.
Looking to throw Fields. That one's caught along the left sideline. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Angel. Right.
Fields on first down. Escapes the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Second and 3 now. From the 46. He's on the move. Taking off with it again. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Allen trying this straight ahead. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Here we go.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Right.
Cut out. Oh, the football's loose. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Here we go.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here.
Easy. Right.
Fields out of the gun. That's caught at the 4. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ted. Right.
We give to Allen out of the shotgun. And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Here we go, son.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Go.
Play action, Fields. He rolls to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, New York! The Jets grab the lead on their first series of the half. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they botched on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. It really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details.
Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season. On now is McManus to kick this away. Washington now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A-Chain on the inside gives. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Out of the gun, Tunga Bailoa. Able to find A-Chan. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Running left, here's A-Chain. And that's good for a gain of 5. Will McDonald there on the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Turbo 3, kick.
Tua looking to throw. This finds Smith. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Achane. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Slide.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Ready, set.
Tagovailoa back to throw. Got his target. It's Hill. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Ready.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Done.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Has it on the slant. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Dolphins take a 4th-quarter lead. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did. And I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go. And that group certainly was.
Tagovailoa will look to throw. They did it! He made the interception! Oh, he loses it on the return! They could get this back! Oh, he lost the football! And this is scooped up by the Jets! Oh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders all set to send it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And look at this return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go. Set.
First down throw for Fields. Chased out to his right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throwaway.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Here we go, son.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The ability to take any completion, short or deep down the sideline, and continue adding yardage, that's called yak, and every coach loves it.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Here we go.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. He's got a man left. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. Right.
Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it sets up second down.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. Good. Right.
Another throw for Fields. Forced out to his right. And he drives this forward to the 6.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Go.
Fields looking to throw. Allen on the catch. Touchdown, New York! So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Huge moment here for the Jets as they go for 2.
Here we go.
He's throwing for it. Buys time, rolling right. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion. Brock, their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. It puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, it's certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's safe. Go ahead. Out.
Here's Tua. He's got Smith. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now.
Out.
Here's a chain up the middle. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Working quickly here. He's back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
They still need 10, but the offense getting set on 4th down. He'll throw it. Yet another interception, and that could be what does it. Quincy Williams has it. And the Jets get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring out 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
It's Allen again, and he's brought down for a loss. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Jets only up by a few. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go, son.
They motion a receiver left. This is Allen on the give. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Jets parlay the interception into points. Braylon Allen, the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this, Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward. That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Looking to throw it. This one's taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
They run with Allen. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
So it's a road win for the Jets. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key